Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Philanthropone, and I'm back with another brand new VR news video here. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the BioShock VR mod, as well as another crazy Apple patent that leaked, and an upcoming PSVR game that looks really good. But first off, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. So a few months ago, I made a video where I played BioShock in VR using a Half-Life Alyx mod. And it turns out that it's pretty much complete now with a full campaign. In case you don't know, the mod is called Return to Rapture, which was made by a guy named Wim Beitart. And it now has a number of improvements, including 200 assets from the real game, after he was given permission to use them from the original developers. For example, it now has the real Circus of Value machines, the Gatherer Garden machines, and even original audio diaries that you find throughout the game. The dev even went out of his way to hire a professional voice actor to do voice work for the mod as well. So when I tried this out, it was really impressive, but I personally probably wouldn't want to do an entire playthrough with something like that, because I enjoyed BioShock enough to the point where I'd rather wait for some kind of authentic VR version of the game if that ever happens, because again, while the mod is really cool and well made, fighting Combine and using like Half-Life Alyx weapons and those kind of assets kind of takes me out of that Rapture element, if you will. And whether or not we'll actually see an authentic BioShock game in virtual reality remains to be seen. I don't know, but they almost made a movie at one point, so that goes to show that they have at least entertained the idea of telling the game's story in some other way. But again, the mod still looks amazing. It's an incredible accomplishment by everyone involved. But it's still pretty easy to recognize like the Half-Life Alyx assets, like I was saying, and the developer was unable to recreate some of the more iconic scenes from the game, like the Rapture reveal when you're traveling in the bathysphere for the first time. But nonetheless, hats off to Wim Beitart. What you made is pretty amazing, and 2K should hire you for a VR port of BioShock 4 when it comes out. All right, next up we have Apple, who are getting downright ridiculous in regards to some of these patents that they've been filing, because we now have smart socks that are apparently meant to enhance VR gaming using software, or what the article liked to call, I thought it was funny, software. And I guess one cool thing about the patent is that it notes that this would be a gaming accessory, where the socks would feature haptic feedback capabilities as seen here in the picture, as well as the ability to simulate the texture and temperature of different surfaces. For example, like walking on snow, it would be cold. Walking on a sandy desert would be hot. The article even references the PS5's DualSense controller, where they say this: bringing haptic feedback to a VR device is sure to stir up hype after the PS5's DualSense controller impressed with its feel of next-gen tech. So it's important to mention, though, I've said this before, once again, that just because Apple patented something doesn't mean it's going to be made, but it's always still nice to see any company exploring new avenues when it comes to creating new technology, especially in virtual reality. But there are a lot of questions we can still ask with this, like, can you wash these? How do you charge them? How much will they cost? Do you have to only wear them strictly in your house, like without shoes on? Like, we don't know any of that yet. So there's still a lot of questions when it comes to releasing something like this, but you know, this is so far out there that I would be shocked if it launched alongside Apple's first headset. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, and our last topic is about an upcoming PSVR game that was created totally by accident. The game is called Puzzling Places, which uses photorealistic scans of places in order to create a puzzle that the player has to piece together. And yeah, like I said, apparently it was made by accident. If we read here on the PlayStation blog post about the game, it says, Puzzling Places was a result of a total accident. An error in our pipeline caused the pieces of one of our photogrammetry models to be jumbled up, which sparked a brilliant idea to, you guessed it, puzzle the pieces back together. So I originally thought that this looked pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's awesome. You get to piece a building back together. But apparently it goes a lot deeper than that, where over time you can end up piecing back an entire city together as like one puzzle. It's crazy. Let's read this quote here. Each puzzle will also have multiple difficulty variants, so you have the choice if you want to jump in for a quick 50-piece session or want to dive deep into the puzzle flow, challenging yourself with hundreds of pieces that could take a few days to finish. So it's definitely nice to see more PSVR exclusives continuing to pop up, and ones like this are especially awesome because it's that type of game that you can play in real life, like a real jigsaw puzzle, but you save yourself from taking up the space in your house, making a mess. If you don't finish it, you gotta leave it out and finish it on another day. You might end up dropping it if you're carrying it around like on a type of surface. And it's all in 3D. And a little side note, another really awesome genre that really saves space is ping pong. Like, instead of having to find the space for a giant ping pong table in your real house, you could just play it in VR, and some of them are awesome regarding physics and all that. But anyway, that's all I got for this. Well, thank you so much, as always, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new to my channel and are interested in VR or gaming in general, be sure to subscribe to my channel for all of my latest updates in the future. Thank you once again. Till next time. Peace.